Welcome to the Maria Liberati Show, where food meets art, travel, and life. So what does food mean to you? This week's guest is Martin Pamensky, the CEO and founder of Simply Delish.net. It's an all-natural dessert company. And stay tuned for my top 10 foodie list for Memorial Day. Yes, Memorial Day is coming up, and we'll be celebrating it this weekend. So stay with me. Here's my top 10 foodie list for Memorial Day, but first I do want to shout out a special thank you to all of our veterans on this Memorial Day weekend. Whether you're headed to the beach or staying home this Memorial Day weekend, you'll want to keep the food light and simple, maybe with a few surprises. Memorial Day is the first true taste of summer of the year. Wherever you are, I encourage you to celebrate with the perfect ingredients, great food together with friends and family. Our shopping list should help mix things up this year. Shrimp for the barbecue, or my cold shrimp appetizer, which I will give you the recipe shortly. Chilled sliced watermelon, a perfect ending to a summer or Memorial Day meal. Crusty loaves of bread to toast on the barbecue with olive oil and sliced garlic. Yum. A cold tuna and string bean salad. I will give you the recipe for that shortly too. And rice for a cold rice salad. Gonna give you that recipe too. A mixed steamed vegetable salad. Vanilla gelato or ice cream for a sweet and simple end to the meal, topped with any fresh fruit like strawberries and blueberries for a patriotic dessert. Condiments: extra virgin olive oil, balsamic vinegar, grated Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, and black pepper in a grinder. And paper plates and plastic utensils, be sure they are recyclable and you'll get to enjoy more of the fun. Don't forget, the most important ingredient is your smile. So here's some of my Memorial Day favorite recipes, really simple and quick recipes. First was the cold shrimp appetizer. Ingredients are 20 large spinach leaves, 18 shrimp that have been steamed, cleaned, deveined, and peeled, 1/8 of a cup of butter unsalted and softened, a teaspoon of capers, 2 anchovy fillets packed in oil. Wash the spinach leaves and cook them in boiling water for 30 seconds. Drain dry well and leave in a colander to drain. Chop the anchovies and capers together. Place the butter, chopped capers, and anchovies in a bowl. Blend together with a wooden spoon. Separate the spinach leaves. On a plate, fold out one leaf at a time and place a teaspoon of the butter mixture topped with some shrimp pieces. Fold the leaf over so you have like a sack or turnover. Place in the refrigerator till time to serve. Cold steamed vegetable salad. Here's another recipe. Mixed steamed vegetables served cold are easy to prepare and rich in vitamins. Almost any veggies that you can find at a produce store work great. Potatoes, beets. The potatoes and beets, though, have to be cooked, not steamed, but do make delicious additions to the mix. Carrots, zucchini, string beans, etc. Just steam them in separate pots with some salt and pepper. Let them cool and enjoy a refreshing and delicious side dish. You might want to drizzle with some of those condiments I mentioned: extra virgin olive oil, balsamic vinegar, even grated Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, and black pepper on top too. Makes great topping for that cold steamed vegetable salad. Here's a fresh green bean and tuna salad. Again, really simple. String bean and tuna salad is perfect for a hot Memorial Day or a hot summer day. Cool cooked string beans, mix them with tuna in a large bowl and add in olive oil, lemon juice, and salt and pepper. Here's my recipe for a cold rice salad. Rice salad is the classic Italian summer dish. The recipe greatly varies from cook to cook. Ingredients can be substituted and added according to your preferences. Chilled cooked rice is a base for the salad. Tomatoes, olives, capers, hard-boiled eggs, tuna, artichoke hearts, parsley give the salad its flavor. You can chop those ingredients, add them in, and add them into the rice when the rice is still warm. You're going to then chill the mixture, and you can serve this rice salad chilled. And no matter where you are or what you decide to eat this weekend, make sure it is a fun and safe Memorial Day weekend filled with family and friends. And today I'm here with Martin Pamensky, who's the founder and CEO of Simply Delish. And I just love this company. When I saw the products that they make, puddings and gels, but they're all natural. Well, I'll let Martin tell us about it. So Martin, why don't I let you, because you'd be the best person to tell us about the products.
First of all, when I first came to the United States, which was a good 32 years ago from South Africa, I moved to Toronto, Canada. Got involved in the food business, was importing and exporting many, many food products over the years. And roughly, it was probably a good 11 years ago, I realized that for somebody who wanted a natural, sugar-free, allergen-free product, there was nothing out there at the moment. There was just Jello and Jello, and nobody else was offering anything. And that was a very healthy and unhealthy alternative for anybody. And no one provided a solution. So we took the journey of getting the right developer, finding the right sweeteners, the right formulations to be able to make something like this a reality. And then we decided, well, we have to give it our plunge. And then we went to Natural Products Expo, and it was just incredible. After a quick visit that particular second day, we had the Whole Foods buyer come by together with a distributor, and within 3 months we were in the store. And that was our initial journey with our gels. So we started with gels because that was where we saw the original opportunity, because most of the gels that are in the marketplace are using gelatin. And most gelatin, as most people do not know, is gelatin is really anything that you don't want to be eating, because it's the after effects of any animal or anything that they want to put in there to create a gel to make the product. And so it's a very unhealthy. So somebody that is vegan, somebody that is looking for a healthy product. So we had to come across something that would work well for them. We tried a number of different formulations, and carrageenan, which is a seaweed, was the only alternative that we could find. And then we had to say, well, there were a lot of stories about carrageenan. We had to find the best that there was. So we traveled the world, found the most incredible facility that have these clean waters. They processed the product. And then we said, to make it even better, we had to get the non-GMO verified association involved to verify our product. That way, whatever we say is in our product is being verified by a third party, which has no linking to us, and they can really qualify that every ingredient meets the standards that are needed. And they probably incredible. I mean, I've worked with organic, I've used every from kosher to anything, but the non-GMO is the most incredible organization, because they go right to the root. Where did the fruit come from? How is it processed? How did you make your flavors? How did you do this? How did you do that? And they really get down to it. And that's what we have to do. Every one of our flavors are made from the fruit, vegetables that are out there, and then they are made into a flavor or color to make our end product. And every one of those ingredients we check to make sure that they're allergen-free, gluten-free, kosher, halal, and make sure that every one of those products are meet FDA requirements.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I love that they're all natural, because exactly right. The gelatin products out there and the pudding stuff out there is just really, it's bad news. It's very, very bad for you. So what's your background? Is your background in food? How did you just decide to come up with this?
I've been in the food business. You know, I started off, my passion was photography and advertising. And what happened was, I had one of our laboratories, we found a guy from Argentina, and he said, would you like to be in the ice cream business and dessert business? I said, sure. He said, well, I've got this friend. He's in Argentina. You sell my business for me. We can go to Argentina and start up an ice cream dessert factory, bring him out to South Africa and start our ice cream dessert factory. And that's where I started in the dessert and ice cream business in South Africa. And then when I was this 32 years ago, I sold my interest in South Africa and moved to Canada. And there I obviously had my affiliation for food, and I happened to be partnered with a South African friend of mine who had been in the business, and he was importing South African products and other products around the world. And we formed a joint venture at that stage and a partnership called Stanmore International. And from there, we developed brands to take us forward. And a brand that really stood out from anything else that we've ever developed among the hundreds of products was the Simply Delish, because we're not selling a product anymore. We're selling an experience for the customer who can take our product, develop what they want, whether it's a frosting, whether it's an icing, whether they want to make a great dessert, and they can use any ingredient they love. So if you're making a pudding, you take your favorite plant-based beverage that you want to use and use that at the same time. Or if you're making a gel, you decide on how you want to use that gel. Do you want to add fruit to it? Do you want to make it as a smoothie? What do you want to do? A topping, an icing, whatever you want to make with the product, you make what you want to. And what we found is we're not the guys who've been doing the recipes. We've got 600 influencers who have come up with these amazing recipes that now people are taking and creating and coming up with their own recipes to be able to use what's best for them. And obviously, simple recipes are the best. We're trying to make these 5-minute recipes that people can just put together very easily without any headache. And it's all natural, easy for them to make as well.
Exactly. And it's healthy for you too. That's great. So Simply Delish, Martin, where can people find it? Can they just go online and go to Simply Delish? You mentioned Whole Foods.
So Whole Foods, Sprouts were definitely our key partners when we started. And then we realized they didn't carry all the flavors. And obviously then the online business started. We started with Amazon, then our own websites. Now we are virtually, there are many, many websites that are carrying our products, particularly whether it's Thrive Markets or it's going to be other websites that need specific products to meet their requirements. And then now we're going to be in 1,200 Kroger stores starting from June. And right from June, we'll be across the board. And Kroger's have tested us out just for 2 flavors. Now we're going to have all our flavors, 8 flavors across the country. And all the different banners of them as well. So we will have Kroger's on board. And then we've got hundreds of natural food stores that buy our product through our distributors, both in Canada and the United States.
Oh, wow. So, if you want the product, look online, go to your, own natural food store. Probably your neighborhood natural food store might very well carry it also. That's great. Martin, much success with the product. And I'm looking forward to trying out some of my recipes on it. And yes, I'll be posting that also.
And just go to Instagram and just go across to Simply Delish Natural or www.simplydelish.net. And then you can experience our products. And you'll fall in love with them as soon as you taste them.
I'm sure. I'm really looking forward to trying it. Great, Martin. Thanks so much for being here. Much success with the company.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Maria Liberati Show, and thanks to my producer, Britton Roselle, and this week's guest, Martin Pamensky. And also a special thanks to all the veterans for this Memorial Day. And please have a happy and safe Memorial Day. And you can find me, my new book that is just released right now. It's only available on Amazon and Kindle. It's The Basic Art of Italian Cooking Diaries Seasons. This is my memoir, and it does include recipes from the Basic Art of Italian Cooking series. These are all different recipes, and it's my memoir that it's like a diary I created while in Italy, coming up with the Basic Art of Italian Cooking series. So check it out. It's on Amazon and Kindle, The Basic Art of Italian Cooking Diaries. This one is called Seasons. And also you can find my other book series, The Basic Art of Italian Cooking, The Basic Art of Italian Cooking, Holidays and Special Occasions, and The Basic Art of Italian Cooking Da Vinci Style on Amazon Kindle and marialiberati.com and artoflivingprimamedia.com. You can also find me on Facebook at Chef Maria Liberati, on Twitter at Maria Liberati, on Instagram at Maria Liberati, on LinkedIn at M Liberati, on Pinterest at Maria Liberati. You can also find me at Basic Art of Italian Cooking by Maria Liberati channel on Roku, on Vimeo, the Maria Liberati channel, on YouTube, the Maria Liberati channel, and as always, my blog, marialiberati.com. Until next week, peace, love, and pasta.